Good afternoon, everyone. September 21st, 2018. America. You know you're getting old when you drink coffee past noon. Alright. We're going to talk about our cultural enrichment today. Legal jihad, Islamic terrorist uses American courts to enforce Sharia law. And they go through some of the incidences that so-called Islamic terrorists committed, or terrorist acts. One of them being the terror attacks on September 11th. I can see this author is completely brainwashed by the official story. We must remember that there were individuals from Israel who were celebrating during the terrorist attacks, filming the entire thing. Now, why would they celebrate if they didn't have anything to do with it? And there were many instances where people saw the so-called terrorists in other parts of the world afterward. So, and there's a whole number of things that's wrong with the official story. One of them being the convenience of the passports that were found. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about September 11th per se at this moment. But I just keep in mind that this individual thinks it was done by Islamic terrorists, when it was done by Jewish terrorists, and people associated with the Project for a New American Century, rather. So, they go on to say the terror attacks of February 26, 2003, the jihadis attacks oh no, it wasn't another instance. But anyway, Islam's core doctrine, and I know a little something about Islam. I read the Quran and a few books about it when I was younger, one of them being Islam in Focus. So, and I read the Quran more than once. I read it a few times because I didn't have anything else to do. At that time, I was in a juvenile facility. But, number one is they want everyone to convert to Islam. And when you do convert to Islam, you become a second-class citizen. You have to pay a tax, or your other option is to die. Now, we know that Sweden, France, Germany, all those countries over there in Europe, we know that they've been invaded by individuals who hold these doctrines dear. Right? Not just them, we have too, but I think to a lesser degree, we have a whole different kind of invasion going on here, and it is Latin American in nature. But nonetheless, they're here, and their numbers are growing. The Muslims, the jihadis, whatever you want to call these fuckers. And they have camps set up across, the country. One of them recently, in the last few months, was found to be training children to carry out attacks on schools, and they were brainstorming on which U.S. facilities would be the best to attack. So their intent is fairly clear. And the intent of a lot of the illegals coming over here is fairly clear. Now, recently there was a video of individuals, many of them, crossing the border with AK-47s and AR-15s on their backs. Now, I'm telling you right now that these people are going to be used. They're going to be used to they're going to be used as soldiers in a civil war, and they will fight on the side of the left. There's plenty of evidence that would suggest that they would do so, like their voting record. But they're coming over here, and they're bringing weapons with them. These jihadis, they're bringing weapons with them. Now, a part of Islamic doctrine, our rich cultural, our cultural enrichment here is they like to do genital mutilations on women. They make, and by doing so, they make sex a whole lot less pleasurable for the female that they're doing it to. But it is written by Albert Pike that these Islamic elements are going to be used along with the Zionists to foment the Third World War. So they're coming here. They're using our courts to enforce their religious laws. They're bringing weapons with them. And then you have the Latin Americans. They're coming over here thinking that California and Texas and New Mexico belong to them. It doesn't. It doesn't belong to them. And they want that shit back. And then some. And they're bringing weapons. Do you not see where this is going? Well, let me continue with some of the quotes of this article here. In the Muslim Brotherhood's memorandum, quote, "The process of settlement is a civilization jihadist process with all the word means. The Muslim Brotherhood must understand that their work in America is a kind of grand jihad in eliminating and destroying the Western civilization from within and sabotaging its miserable house by their hands and the hands of the believers." End quote. Quote, "Islam isn't in America to be equal to any other faith, but to become dominant. The Quran should be the highest authority in America." And the Quran, it's a common theme throughout the Quran that book is the highest authority. CAIR, or CAIR founding chairman Omar Ahmed, quoted in The Muslim Mafia by P. David Gubats. End quote. It is the protection of the free exercise of religion that they are using to do these things. And yet a person who tries to, you know, add DMT or mescaline or marijuana to their religious ceremonies would be called a criminal. It wouldn't, and it wouldn't matter if we were exercising our First Amendment or not. But if you're a Muslim or a Jew and your religion calls for, genital mutilation of women or the sucking of a freshly circumcised baby's penis, that's okay. But you incorporate hallucinogenics or marijuana into your religious service, you're a criminal. See how that works? But anyway, I thought I would share this with you because these guys are making a big presence in our country. And so are the Latin Americans. And they're all bringing weapons with them. And those weapons are going to get used. The question is, are you going to fight back or are you going to cower? I hope you fight back. Because, white culture is in peril right now, and we are under attack from all sides. We're under attack from black people. We're under attack from, the illegal immigrants. We're under attack from the jihadis. We're under attack in every way you can imagine right now. And our survival as a species is at stake. Hope you all have a good day. Remember, kill the state, live free.